This is a PLSQL procedure on the emp table, and it's going to illustrate the use of in parameters and of a table to track or log what's happened during the procedure execution. So the question we're dealing with asks us to write an application that allows the user to specify a salary increase amount for all employees at runtime. So in the execute command, if you look at the bottom of the screen where the execute command is located, it says execute increase emp sal 300. So in this case, we want to give all employees a €300 salary increase. So if we do that, what we want the application to do, it says is, first of all, in part A, display the total amount spent on salaries before the increase is applied to the individual employees. Then give the increase to everybody. Then display in part C the total after the increase has been carried out. And lastly, in part D, to record or capture certain details about the user, the date of execution, the original salaries total, and the modified salaries total in a table called emp sal changes log. And because we're using this table called emp sal changes log, you'll notice it needs to be created before the procedure is created. So the usual start is with the set server output and clear screen commands. Then the drop table, in case it exists for this audit, this emp sal changes log table, followed by the create table statement. So we'll first of all create the two tables, and you'll notice again that the emp sal changes log table has 4 columns in it, and that'll become important later on. So the table is created. Now we create the procedure, and we won't make any mistakes in this one. We'll just go and create the procedure from the beginning. So hopefully there's no errors in it. There isn't. So it's now created. And then we'll execute it. We will run the select statement on the emp sal changes log, and we'll do a rollback because we're changing data. Once we've proven the changes have taken place, we can roll them back. So we're happy they've taken place, and then we can roll them back. So in this case here, it says execute increase emp sal 300 is the value we're choosing in this instance. And then Oracle displays the initial total, the original total for salaries as being 31,875, and that's followed by the modified total of 36,675. So after giving all the employees that €300 each, the salary bill goes up to 36,675. Then we query the emp sal changes log table, and it tells us the date, the username demo build, the date, the 4th of January 2019, the original salary bill, and the modified salary bill. So going back to the procedure now, how did all that happen? Well, it's happened because the create table statement, first of all, has 4 columns in it, and they correspond to in data type and size to the details of that we want to capture later on. So in our create or replace command, we name the procedure as increase emp sal, and then because there's only one in parameter this time, it's called sal increase amount, and it's an in parameter and it's an integer, it's a whole number. So the value 300 fits that criteria. And then in the procedure itself, we only need 2 variables, one for the original sal and one for the modified sal. And we need 2 variables. We could get away with 1 variable if we weren't trying to store the 2 values at the end. But we are trying to store the original salary total and the modified salary total. So therefore, the first select statement, it says its job is to find the original total salary and display it. So that first select statement and the dbms output command achieve that. They query the table, retrieve the sum of sal, and store it in the variable called vSumSalOriginal, and then the dbms output command prints it out. That's then followed by the update statement. So the update statement is targeted at the emp table, and it sets the salary for everybody as the sal plus the sal increase amount. So it uses the in parameter that's mentioned earlier on in the first line. That's used in the update statement. And the update statement is just 2 lines, so there's no where clause in it. So everybody in the emp table gets the benefit of that increase in salary. And how do we prove the increase has taken place? Well, we can go back to the table and do another select statement. So it's the exact same select statement as previously, except in this case it's into a variable called vSumSalModified. So we had vSumSalOriginal up here to show the original total. Now we have the vSumSalModified variable, And when it's printed out on screen, as you can see on the right hand side, it gives us a total of 36,675. That's the modified total after the salary adjustment has taken place. And then in order for this audit log table, the ImpSal changes log table to capture the details we want to capture, we have to have an insert statement into that table. And it's inserting 4 values: the user and the sysdate, which are reserved words, and they correspond to the first 2 columns up at the top in the create table statement: Oracle user and execution date. So they slot into those first 2 positions, and then vsum sal original is stored in the column called original tot salary, and the vsum sal modified is stored in the column called mod tot salary. And that then completes the procedure. So when the procedure is executed, as I said, it displays one line of output with the original total and the value of 31,875, followed by the modified total of 36,675, and then the query, the select statement on the ImpSal changes log table, displays the row that's been added to that table while the procedure executed. Then we do a rollback, so any changes we've made, especially the update statement, are now reversed. So it means that if you do a rollback command after you've proven your procedure is working, it means you're restoring the original data in this case in the imp table. So the rollback takes place, and then if we're finished testing, if we're happy with the procedure, we can drop the procedure, and we can also drop this ImpSal changes log table. So that then again, it says reduces the amount of clutter in our Oracle account. So we'll drop the 2 tables, and that'll be the end of this procedure.